Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to do another watch video, and by the way, subscribe to my channel and like my videos. It helps and shows me that these videos are being appreciated so I can do more. And you know, my videos are on a variety of different topics. In any event, I want to replace the battery in this Timex watch, but I also wanted to just mention that these Timex watches are such a great deal. They're great looking watches, the functionality is fantastic, and for the price, you can't beat them. This particular watch is a Timex Intelligent Quartz watch, and it was under $100. I probably bought this maybe 5 years ago or so. And again, Timex watches these days are really great quality. The functionality is really great, and they're just inexpensive, and they look much better than the price you're paying for them. Here's another one I bought within the past year. It's one of the men's Expedition Field Chronograph watches. And again, great looking watch. This band is actually one I switched out. It came with like a cloth band. This band is from a Fossil watch. And again, great looking watch. It works really well. The functionality is really cool. And you just can't beat the prices on these. This is also under $100. So in any event, I need to replace the battery on this one. So I figured, you know, so you don't have to take it to a kiosk or a jewelry store. It's pretty easy to replace the batteries on these things. And on the back of the watch, it even tells you exactly which battery to get. In this case, it's the CR2016, the CR2016. It's of course, one of the little 3-volt button batteries. And on these watches, this isn't a screw off. This unsnaps, or whatever you want to call it. Just the back of the watch pops off. So you just have to find the little notch. And in this case, it's right here. So you just take the back off. Okay, that just snaps off. And this is this CR2016, the 2016 battery, is kind of a big battery compared to many. So now to get the battery out of this watch, it's not as easy as just pulling it off. This battery is encased by this plastic thing. No, that's not the technical term, but it's a plastic thing, and the whole thing is held down by this tiny Phillips head screw. And you can also use a regular flat-bladed screwdriver if it fits in there right. So that's what I'm going to use, because I don't have a Phillips that's quite that small. But unscrew this. Okay, that did it. And I'm going to try to remove that tiny screw so I don't lose it. Or maybe I can just take the whole case out. And that just comes right out. This thing's held in by these little clips, or whatever you want to call them. Just got to be careful going around the edge to release the battery. And there it is. Out. So now we just have to take the new battery. Just snaps right in. right there. This metal thing needs to go underneath this contact here, so just make sure of that. Again, when you're putting this back in, make sure you don't strip it. So you don't want to put it too tight, just firm, but don't kill it. Yep, as I thought, you're going to have to put the back on this before you know if it works. Now, to snap the back on, I mean, I'm just placing it on for now, but I think what I'm going to do is there are probably ways to, if you know, with your hands to get that back on, but I have a watch back press to get the back snap back into place, and I'm going to go get that. And they're very, again, $15, $20 on Amazon or online, wherever you want to get your stuff. And if you have a lot of watches, then it's definitely worth it, because instead of bringing these watches someplace to get them, to get the batteries replaced, you can just do it yourself, much cheaper, and then you can just snap them back on. So, and when you use the watch press, you have all these different dies, and you've got to make sure you use the right sized ones. First for the front. That's probably good right there, and that goes on the bottom. Then for the top, that might be good right there. Screw that on the top. And you're good to go. And I think it's probably important to put the back, the watch back on exactly the same way it came off, in the same orientation. So when you finally hear it snap in place, you know you're good to go. And it took me a little while to do that, some off camera, because I had the wrong size die on the top. You've got to make sure that the dies are the right size that you have here. This one on the top that pushes down on the back, it's got to just be all the way around the edge. So it's got to make sure you can't have one that's too small. I had this one at first, but you've got to make sure you've got the one that's big enough to fit all around the edge, and then when it snaps in place, you're good to go. And running and working. So again, not too hard to change the battery. And again, the other point is these watches are really great for the money. Good looking watches, I think. And there you go. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and we'll see you next time.